What's up, family? Man, we're on our countdown to uploading our 1000th video to YouTube. And so yesterday I reached out to the tribe, to the family, and I asked them, man, what do you guys want us to talk about in these last 22 videos before we hit our 1000th video? And Joker442 responded and said, man, Elijah, talk about loving the people from a distance. Talk about loving people, that you care about from a distance without taking everything personal and all that other stuff, right? And so this is what this video is going to be about. Loving them from a distance. Loving them from a distance. And it's a trip because I had to learn this the hard way. You know what I mean? You guys that's followed me for a while, you know, man, my life has been chaotic. You know what I mean? I grew up rough. You know, I had it bad, you know. I saw my father murder my mom when I was 2. And me and my dad had a lot of stuff going on between us, you know what I mean? And it started because he rejected me as a kid, as a little baby. You know, he rejected me as a little baby, and then he murdered my mom, and just, it never was quite right. You know what I mean? It was just never quite right. I forgave him, you know what I mean? I had to forgive him, you know? And the trip is, I had to come to the understanding, this is back in 2015, my late wife was struggling with cancer, breast cancer. And it was that time frame. I'm watching her, what's the word I'm looking for? She was slowly dying, you know what I mean? They gave her 6 months to live. And so I'm watching her and I'm looking at her and I'm having to come to grips with death. You know, I'm having to have this heart-to-heart conversation with God about death. And one of the things that I had to learn was that, man, we have soul contracts. You know what I mean? And I know this is going to go over some of your heads and some of you aren't going to understand it. And I've got a lot of videos talking about this. Every single one of us have a soul contract. You know what I mean? And so what I had to realize was that, man, prior to me coming to this body, to this, you know, prior to my spirit, my soul coming to this body, coming to this form, man, I had a soul contract with my father. There are some things that I want to experience, some things that I need to learn in this life, this time. And so I had a soul contract with not just with my dad, with my kids, with all the women that I came in contact with. I had soul contracts with all these people that's hurt me, all these people that's rejected me, all these people that's dogged me out, all these people that abandoned me, lied on me, just whatever. I had soul contracts with all of these people for them to do what they had to do. This was their part of they're keeping their end of the obligation or their responsibility of their contract. And so now I had to keep my end of it. They're wilding out, tripping out, dogging you out, and just woo-doo-doo, because that's their part of the contract. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They don't understand it. They think they're getting over on you. They think they're dogging you out, or whatever the case may be. They don't remember that they have a soul contract with you. You don't remember that you have a soul contract with them. And so they're keeping their end of their obligation. They're keeping their end of the deal. That's why you're getting hurt. That's why you're getting dogged out. That's why people are ghosting you. That's why people don't want shit to do with you. You know what I mean? Because they're keeping their end of the deal. Your end of the deal is to learn through this process, however painful it is, however lonely it is, however broken it is. It's your responsibility to keep your end of the contract. And that is to grow through this shit, however painful it is. And so there's some people, man, you're going to have to cut off from a distance and love them from a distance. What I mean, man, you see how toxic they are. You see how messed up they are. You see how trifling and petty they are. Man, I can't fuck with you. You know what I mean? Man, you're going to make me catch a case. You're going to get me caught up on some bullshit that I'm not going to be able to come back from. So I got to establish healthy boundaries, and I got to love you from a distance. I love you, and it breaks my heart that I can't be with you. I love you, and it breaks my heart, and I'm just fucked up over the fact that I can't fuck with you the way I really want to. And I can't fuck with you because I'm going to go down a rabbit hole I can't come back from. So I got to establish some healthy boundaries. Why? Because I love me. And because we got this contract, this unwritten contract in this earth realm, that you're supposed to do what you're doing. You were supposed to wild out and disrespect me, cheat on me, whatever the case may be. It don't mean that I just act like it didn't happen. You did it because I agreed to this. You agreed to this. You agreed to hurt me and to dog me out and to treat me the way you did. Why? Because there's some things that I need to learn. There's some things that I needed to experience. So if I understand this, I can't really get mad at you for doing the stupid shit you do. We get mad because we don't know the fucking truth. We get mad because we all caught up in our feelings and our emotions, and we don't understand what the fuck is going on. And this is why you hear me say so much, man, get in alignment with God. Get in alignment with Source, the Most High. Why? So he can break it down to you and show you, man, they doing what they supposed to do. Why are you mad at them for wilding out? Why are you mad at them for disrespecting you? Why are you mad at them for being ungrateful? Man, they're doing what they're supposed to do. Are you doing what the fuck you're supposed to do? If you was doing what you were supposed to be doing, you wouldn't be worried about what the fuck they doing. I'm going to say that again. If you was doing what you were supposed to be doing, you wouldn't have the time, the energy to be worried about what the fuck somebody else is doing. You only focus and fixated on what they fucking doing because you ain't paying attention to what you're supposed to be doing. Stop tripping off what other people do. Yes, it hurts. But you have to let them go in the aspect, man, it's all good. It's all good. Everything is always working out for him. I may not understand it. I may not agree with it. I may not want to have to go through this brokenness, loneliness, this frustration, this abandonment, whatever. I may not want to have to go through the sickness, the pain, the loss of a loved one. I don't want to have to go through this shit because it's uncomfortable and it's painful. But the reality is everything is always working out for me. Why? Because I'm connected to God, the Source, the Most High. I understand that. I understand whatever it is that I'm going through is teaching me some things. It's allowing me to grow up. It's helping me heal and deal with some shit I didn't really want to. And so now I can sit back and take my hands off of shit and stop trying to control shit. Now I can stop trying to be a fucking control freak and try to dictate how everything is so that I can keep you close to me, so that you don't hurt me, so that you don't dog me out. Because I love you. I want everybody close and I'm going to keep my arms around you and I'm not going to let you fucking breathe. I'm going to smother you with my love. Bullshit. I'm stunting their growth and development. Let them fucking go. Let them fucking breathe. Let them do what the fuck they got to do. If it's wilding the fuck out, let them go. If it's cutting you off or ghosting you and they doing whatever the fuck they doing, you say they're ungrateful with them, man, let them go. Let them figure their shit out. Just like you got to figure your shit out. It doesn't mean that you stop loving them. It just means that you sit back, woosah, exhale, fart, shit, whatever it is you got to do, and release them. And what I mean, release the figment of your imagination of, I got to control some shit. I have to dictate some shit. And understand, everybody walking this fucking planet has soul contracts. Everybody walking this planet has soul contracts. They got to go through what the fuck they got to go through. You can't save them from that. You can't rescue them from that. They have to go through what they fucking got to go through. That's the whole purpose of why they came here. Just like you do. Let them figure their shit out. You don't know what their soul contracts are. Let them figure some shit out. Let them figure out, man, you can't touch this. You can't do this. Man, they got to figure some shit out. If they asking you for advice or whatever, man, give it to them. You know what I mean? Talk to them, love them. But man, take your hands off of them. Love them from a distance. If that's what you have to do. It doesn't mean that you give up hope on them growing and reaching their full potential. It means that you stop trying to control their fucking life. You may not be a part of this part of their life. They may have broke your heart. Your kids may have rejected you or whatever. Man, let them fucking live. Everything is always working out for me. Okay, I'm going to go do me. This is what I should have been doing all along in the first place. I'm going to do me. You do you. I trusted everything is always working out for my good. We're going to come back in time when we both have grown the fuck up and we both resolve some fucking shit and we're able to communicate and love each other, you know what I mean, in the same proximity. And if we can't do that, then so be it. I've learned some shit. I've learned how to move on with my life. I've learned how to love people and stop controlling people and stop trying to dictate what other people do. You've learned some shit. And that's what life is all about. Learn to let go. Learn to stop being a fucking controlling freak. You're only controlling because you don't understand what's going on and because you don't believe and understand that everything is always working out for you. If you truly believe that everything is always working out for you, man, you can sit back and relax and do what you have to do and not have to try to control or manipulate anybody else. You do that because you're insecure. You do that because you don't know who you are. You do that because you don't understand that everything's always working out for you. You don't believe that everything's always working out for you. So you're trying to make things work out for you. And as long as you try to make things work out for you, it's never going to work out for you. Because you're not in alignment with Source, God, the Most High. You're trying to control some shit. Relax. You got this. It's going to be hard. And we try to control shit because we've been hurt so many times in the past. We've been let down so many times in the past. And so we want to make sure that we don't get let down again. We want to make sure we don't get hurt again. You're going to keep getting hurt. You're going to keep getting let down. That's just life. That's just a part of life. Keep pushing. Keep growing. And allow everybody else the same opportunity to keep pushing and to keep growing. You don't have to control how they do it. You don't have to dictate how they do it. They didn't come here to be you. They came here to be them. And in the end, I realized that my father, that guy that caused me so much pain and agony, my father taught me the most. I learned the most from my father, from watching and observing my father. What I mean by that, my father didn't give a fuck about what other people thought about him. He came here to live his life and he didn't give a fuck what you had to say. He didn't give a damn whether you was damning him to hell, you said he had the devil in him. Man, none of that shit meant anything to him. He was going to do what the fuck he wanted to do, when he wanted to do it, and how he wanted to do it. And he wasn't going to ask you your fucking approval. He wasn't going to ask you your fucking opinion. And so the person that I hated the most, I learned the most from him. Not from him teaching me, but from just observing his life, watching his life. And just being in alignment with God and allowing God to show me, Elijah, your dad came here to be hated. Your dad came here to be vilified. There's some stuff he had to learn, but part of that was he loved you enough to come down here, you and your siblings and your family. He loved you guys enough to come here and to allow you guys to hate him. Allow you guys to demonize him. And see, so many of us, man, we're so insecure. We do not want anybody demonizing us. We do not want anybody thinking negative about us. We want to be liked and loved and accepted by everybody. My father wasn't like that. He didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And so he taught me, man, you're not going to make everybody happy. You're not going to please everybody. That's not what you came here for. You came here to grow through your shit. Whether people like you or not, man, that has nothing to do with you. At all. Grow through your shit. And in the end, by you doing what you came here to do, by you fulfilling your contract obligation, your soul contracts, you allow everybody else to do the same. And so now there's no judgment. I'm not looking at you and hating you because you broke me, because you hurt me, you stole from me, you betrayed me, you did what. I'm not looking at you from a place of judgment. I'm looking at you from a place of thank you. Thank you for being my teacher. Thank you for teaching me that I need, and reminding me through that brokenness, through that betrayal, through that sabotage and whatever else, whatever it is you did. Thank you for reminding me of why I'm here. Thank you for reminding me that I need to learn this lesson right here. Thank you for reminding me that I need to grow through this right here. You're willing to be hated. You're willing to be demonized and all this other stuff. But that's my issues. That's my insecurity. And that's why I look at you like that. That's why I look down on you like that, through judgment and hatred and bitterness and animosity and all this other toxic stuff, because I'm not in alignment with source. Because once I get in alignment with source, I now see you as the teacher you are. I now see you as the vessel that came here to remind me of who I am, to remind me of the things that I need to do, to remind me of the things that I need to heal. And so you let go of people. You let go of control and all that other foolishness when you get in alignment with source, when you understand your purpose. See, when you understand your purpose, man, you're no longer judging anyone. You're no longer looking down on anyone, regardless of what they do, regardless of what they've done. The rapist is here for a purpose. The child molester is here for a purpose. The serial killer, it's here for a purpose. The drug addict, it's here for a purpose. The abusive dad, the abusive parent, the abusive and disrespectful child, whatever, everyone is here for a purpose. Stop saying other people aren't fulfilling their purpose when you have no idea what their purpose is. You don't even understand your purpose. Nah, I hope and pray that I said something that's helped you. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.